we were careless and we went out into a public place before we should have, and we weren't wearing masks.
Are now infected. Coronavirus is causing some bars in Jacksonville Beach to close their doors, this time voluntarily. At least 5 remain closed today after customers tested positive for COVID-19. News 4 Jax reporter Vic Michelucci is joining us live from Jax Beach, where at one pub, 7 employees are now infected. Vic.
7 tested positive for COVID-19. 42 of them, their test results came back negative, Mary, and he says that this is an important thing to do. Obviously, we don't see the coronavirus, but now there are stricter measures if you were to come back to Lynch's Irish Pub when it opens and at other establishments in this area.
So this is a lesson for everyone, for all of us.
Erika Crisp is not being shy about what she says happened to her and 15 of her friends. She tells us they all tested positive for coronavirus after a night out in Jacksonville Beach.
We've all been stuck indoors for months, being careful, social distancing, doing everything the right way. And then the first night we go out, Murphy's Law, I guess.
8 days after showing symptoms, she's talking to us about how she caught the sickness while she's still recovering, telling us the common thread was they all met out at Lynch's Irish Pub on June the 6th.
The only thing we have in common is that night at that one bar.
After learning about the cases, General Manager Keith Doherty closed shop.
We can't guarantee that people aren't going to get sick because of the nature of this virus, but we're going to keep on top of what we can do to prevent things.
49 employees got tested. 7 came back positive and are in isolation. Over the weekend, a cleaning company sanitized Lynch's from top to bottom, and Doherty says when he does decide to reopen again, there's going to be hand sanitizer stations all over the place. The employees are going to be wearing masks, and everyone, the workers and the customers, will have to get a temperature check at the door. As word got out, the tavern and the Rec Tiki Lounge nearby also closed, shutting down yesterday.
We were shut down for 80 days. Finally, we got to open. This happened.
Today, Mellow Mushroom, Jax Beach, and Graffiti Junction were closed as well. Data for zip code 32250 shows cases rose from 41 on June 1st to 65 as of today. That's 14 new positive cases in 2 weeks. And Lynch is behind me, set to reopen tomorrow at 11 a.m. with those stricter guidelines to make sure that everyone is safe. As far as the Rec and the tavern, the general manager, Fernando Meza, says they're still discussing it. They're still trying to find out how they can make sure that all of their customers and staff are safe. Mellow Mushroom going through a deep cleaning, according to a sign on its door, and we have not heard back from anyone at Graffiti Burger Bar. We're live in Jacksonville Beach. Vic Michelucci, Channel 4.
16 friends who were out for a night of fun all tested positive for coronavirus. Erika Crisp was one of them. She's been sick for a week, but she's here along with 2 of those friends, Kat Layton and Dara. Is it Sweet or Sweat?
It's Sweat.
All right, good to have you. Now, I don't want any of you to sweat. This is not one of these sessions. I'm happy that you are feeling better. You're young. Thank God you didn't get hit the way I did. I just wanted to quickly give each of you a chance to share how you now feel after this experience. Erika, starting with you. I know nobody had masks. It was crowded in there, just like a normal bar. Why did you think it was okay to do it that way, and what do you think now?
I think at the time it was more out of sight, out of mind. We hadn't known anybody who had it personally. Governor, mayor, everybody says it's fine. We go out. It's a friend's birthday. It was a mistake.
How do you feel about it now? You say it's a mistake. What do you want people to think?
I feel foolish. It's too soon. Clearly, we got super sick almost immediately within days. So I feel.
Hey, look, the most effective preacher is a convert. Now you can tell people, I know why you think it's not a big deal. Learn from me, at least from now. Thank you for coming forward and doing this. I know this is not how you wanted to make your debut on Cuomo Prime Time, but thank you for doing it. Kat Layton, You were there as well. You had a little different set of symptoms. You were of that no smell, no taste variety.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now, and how has your perspective changed?
I'm feeling fine. I really am. It is very bizarre to be able to breathe in but not smell, your favorite things. But it kind of feels a little spoiled to complain about things like that at the moment. But my experience is definitely that, of course we're regretful. We do feel foolish standing there in front of all those people. We knew we were pushing it, and it's a little overwhelming, I think, to kind of be ahead of this, but really we just want to raise awareness. We want to get ahead of it and tell people that, it's really not ready for what we thought it was ready for. It's too soon.
When you realized, Dara, that you weren't feeling well, what went through your mind?
There's a global pandemic going on and I feel sick. I was a little scared, a little nervous, and receiving the text message that my friends were just boom, positive, boom, positive, boom, positive, back to back to back was almost a little overwhelming.
Did anybody get sick?
Not to my knowledge. I think all of our symptoms were fairly mild. I do believe that one or two of us had flu-like symptoms, and were kind of like laying in bed. But for the most part, I experienced very mild symptoms throughout the entire time.
Like 4 or 5 days worth, and then it started to get better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Erika, I know that it was a group of 16 of you. Everybody got sick?
Everybody, every one of us.
And did you hear stories about people who weren't part of your group getting sick there? Does anybody believe it was something about that place, or you think it's just doing too much too soon?
No, yes. I've been, since this all went public a few days ago, the local news, I've been messaged, inboxed by strangers, complete strangers that were there that same weekend, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, who are now very sick.